We now return to Let's Play the Occult Chronicles. Ever onward. Why are there two doors here? Because they go different places. Yeah, we're not going through there. There's no reason to go through there. Crap. Well, there is still that altar because of that creature we found. There's an altar nearby. Is it this way? Probably not. You know what, before I go too much further this way, I'm going to go back and check out these doors. Something tells me there'll be rooms. Yes. Ooh, what is that? Occultist's cloak, I guess. You found a Holocaust robe that matches those worn by the cultists that worship the tentacled ones. It will allow you to attempt to pass unnoticed inside the inner sanctum, where the cultists are trying to complete their unholy ritual. Fantastic! That might actually be really useful. I mean, I don't want to spoil the ending, but there are a few ways to beat it without having to fight. And that appears to be one of them. There might be a secret door in here. There might be nothing. Okay, well, I'm glad I came back. Now we can continue on, and hopefully we can find that. Oh, God damn it. Do I have enough points? I've got a... no, I don't. If I got that other pentacle and had 7 pentacles, that might be enough to go back upstairs and deal with the altar and whatever else that gives me. But we're so close to the end, I honestly don't think I need whatever little bonuses those would give me. Fine. Oh, another one of those things. Okay, well, I didn't find its nest. That's not the nest, the altar, rather. And I'm not going to be able to do this because I don't have enough cards that would actually get me to 8. So I've failed. That time I didn't. Okay, now I've got enough points. Okay, what can I do here? A defense card would be good. I could get myself another spell. I've got room for that, right? Spells are in here. I've got plenty of room for spells. You know what? Let's do a spell. Shrivel Flesh. Select up to X non-face cards of the same suit and convert them into pages, where X is the number of pentacles. Yeah, but then they'd all be pages of the same suit, wouldn't they? That doesn't make any sense. Select a non-face card to discard, then subtract the numerical value from X random revealed cards, where X... Now it says revealed, it doesn't say non-face or face cards, where X is the number of pentacles. Now I realize because I don't have the bone of cups, I'm actually missing out on some possibilities here, because obviously I'm only able to use this if I've got that bone of pentacles, which I do. Same suit, same suit, same suit. That's an interesting one. That changes a face card into an ace. And then gives me cards. And then I get extra points for anything that... Yeah, let's do that one. That's a good one. It's probably also really hard to use. Something makes me feel like that would be really hard to use, and I don't know why. Sorcery, Battle, or Dispel. Okay. Well, I guess we'll find out. Oh, great. I have to deal with something as soon as I walk in there. A ladder. Oh. Let's go up it. I said, let's go up it. Climb a ladder. Herpy-der. Okay, so where did this come out? Ah. Wow, where is this? I clearly missed something here. A stone sarcophagus. You see a stone sarcophagus. It's very old and covered with dust. Something very odd has happened to it. The lid of the sarcophagus has been pushed aside as if somebody was trying to find someone. You can't find a name on it anywhere. You notice all the writing engraved on the sarcophagus has been scratched or chipped off. Let's search it. You're not going to find anything, are you? Because you can't beat all the frickin' face cards. And this doesn't work in this situation, so I didn't find a goddamn thing. Which is a waste. A horrible waste. Okay, well, ooh. Okay, this is an important part of the sub-basement. Oh! We're not on the upper level, this is the second level. So this should, at some point, I would think, terminate in a stairway or a falling rocks trap that I failed to find earlier. And hey, I get points, so let's keep going. See, now the thing about these is that there might actually be trapdoors, and I don't want to fall down one. God, I left a whole part of the second floor, or the second basement. Oh. I think this leads to the end of the game. But, if that's the case, then this thing on the side also leads to something. If it's what I think it is. No, that's definitely on the way to the inner sanctum. But if I'm not wrong... Oh, god damn it. If I'm not wrong, this should lead to... it doesn't lead to what I thought it led to. You know what? Screw this. Let's get the hell out of here. I am wearing this cultist thing. It apparently didn't work on the door guards. You won the battle. You can hear chanting now from behind the door. Damn it, I still don't have enough for one last thing. Okay. You know what? I think I'm gonna save here. And, let's just put in the FU. Because there might be... I'm not sure if it's gonna be worth... Well, anyway, it will allow me to come back to this point, and since this is probably going to be the end here, if you want me to continue exploring and just finish out the map and find whatever else is in here, then I have the option of coming back and doing so. Anyway, let's see if this cultist's cloak... Now this should help me here. Now I'm gonna get, let's see, minus 6 to that target level, so that'll lower it, and I'll get a draw bonus, and I'll get a trick bonus. And, in my hand, I've still got the world. Well, I can actually use all of these, but I don't want to. So here we go. Cult worshippers. You see cultist worshippers prostrate on the ground facing the altar. A deep, sonorous chanting fills the long hall of the cult's subterranean temple. As you move forward, several of the cultists take notice of your advance down the aisle and rise to face you, grabbing at you to prevent you from continuing. Use the fake robes to advance. You bow your head and try to bluff your way forward, mumbling what you can remember of the chant. You will only get one chance at this. If you are discovered, you will need to fight your way forward. Yeah. You must have the natural affectation of an insane tentacle-worshipping cultist. Your fellow end-of-the-world zealots barely even look up as you pass by. Good. What? Really? I have to do this again? It said I only get one chance. It's like I'm getting way more than one chance. God, I gotta do it again. Fucking bullshit. Blocks 2 sanity loss. Oh, good. Well, I can use that. Let's do it on this, right? Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay. Now, this isn't the way I beat this before. The way I've beaten it before is there's been a hallway that goes along the side, and then there was a hidden door, and I just sort of snuck in and came up to the altar. But here we are. The sacrifice. The high priest of this cult that apparently worships the great tentacled ones stands over the sacrificial victim, a beautiful village girl who lies unconscious on a cold stone altar. With a ceremonial dagger held up high in the air, he seems enraptured in an odd otherworldly chant. You can make out some of the words. This may be your only chance to prevent the high priest from finishing the ritual and sacrificing the young girl to open up the gate. Whatever waits on the other side will probably be very hungry. Attack the priest, a target of 15. Use sorcery, a target of 19. A psychic duel, 19. Use fake robes to get close. Or shotgun blast. You haven't been detected so far, as you've made your way to the sacrificial altar. To all outward appearances, you are just another cultist. You decide to push your luck and get close to the high priest, so you can take him by surprise. With your head bowed down and your hands tucked into the robe, you advance towards the high priest, who is still completely enraptured in his ritualistic chant. Now is the time to strike. Nothing. Using your cultist robes as a disguise, you have managed to get very close to the high priest and drastically improve your odds of taking him down quickly. It's now or never. You can see that the high priest is near to finishing his ritualistic chant, and the dagger will plunge into the poor girl's chest at any moment, and the world will be plunged into darkness as well. Attack him, use sorcery, engage in a psychic duel, or shoot the shit out of him. Let's just win big. Let's see how big I can get this. I guess I have to use that. Okay, well, 10's pretty good. Although, actually, let's see. This would do what? Just whatever. Let's just win. Victory! You've managed to get to the altar before any guardians can stop you. The high priest looks at you in shock, unable to comprehend how you could manage to interrupt this unholy rite. His body falls to the floor in a bloody heap, and the worshippers scream and shout and begin to scatter in a mass panic. Nothing. Case closed. You have killed the high priest, routed the remaining cultists, prevented the opening of a dimensional gate that would have surely doomed the entire world, and saved the girl. It's all in a day's work. for an ODD agent. Congratulations on the successful completion of your mission. Final score, 1197. Okay. So going to the archives, I actually beat my old scores by quite a bit. I've also lost several agents on that first fucking mission, but these were the ones where I was just learning the game, so, you know. Yeah, this guy died to a locked dungeon door that drove him insane. Okay, so that is the Occult Chronicles. I guess just like the other cryptic comic games, it is a little bit frustrating because of the luck involved. Otherwise, you know, I guess it's kind of fun. I do have a little bit of an issue with the repetition. I mean, this is a randomly generated game, or at least procedurally generated, but basically you go through the same things over and over. Now, there were a lot of quests that I've come across in previous games that were not in this one, and so it's not like exactly the same every time you're through, but the same pool of quests is the same for each mission, and you know, the rooms of the mansion are the same. The sub-levels are a little bit different though, so I guess that's, I mean, they do change, because if you go, you know, to the missions here, this one is fighting a vampire, and this one is removing an evil taint from the house. So, you know, the missions themselves are different, and obviously that last little encounter is different. There were a couple creatures I came across this time around that I have not come across before. So, you know, again, it's not exactly the same, but, you know, how many times do you really want to play through the same set of things again and again and again? And I have not actually, in all fairness, I have not gone through the final missions, or not tried them anyway. So maybe there are special quests and encounters that you only find in those ones, so maybe I'm just completely making shit up and just spouting bullshit. But yeah, there is a little bit of repetition here, and I guess in a way that's not so bad, because you kind of know then how to complete one of those quests. You know what you're looking for, and that might be a little bit beneficial to you, especially if you play this the way it's meant to be played in Iron Man mode, and you can get, you know, to the very end there and then die, and then you're screwed. You've got to start all the way over. When you're playing on normal difficulty and you die, you just go to the foyer in the house. So you get all your sanity back. Well, no, do you? I think maybe you do. But yeah, I mean, you get a second chance, basically. It's definitely not as hard. Now, I tried to play this such a way that it would be kind of, you know, hardcore. Aside from a few of those situations where I saved before walking into a room, I tried to play this Iron Man mode. But yeah, it can be really, really frustrating if you're not prepared. So definitely, before going down in any situation, you have to go up through all the floors and get as many points as you can. And you know, this starting build is pretty good because it had the combat and the wands, and that allowed me to take on pretty much everything. But obviously, we saw that there were a few of those encounters and quests that I didn't have the statistics for, and so if I had gone in, let's just go in here, and picked like a mystic or a sorcerer, and had gone into the pentacles and the wands, obviously I probably would have had a better chance to, wow, this actually looks pretty good. Extra starting sanity, resist horror, perception, or persuasion and deception. This might have actually been, the accountant might be really good. But yeah, it would have been easier to encounter some of those things and do the quest. And, you know, early on, There were some of those encounters that I just, well, like the nurse and the zombie, those probably had something attached to them, but I just decided to attack the creature and defeat them anyway. If I had waited a little bit, I might have been more able, I guess, to do whatever they needed. But the trade-off there also is that by not completing some of those quests, just by defeating the monsters, you don't have the experience points to build up anyway. So I feel like there's a dynamic in the game where you have to pick and choose, you know, what encounters are you willing to sacrifice in order to level yourself up so that you can then get the other encounters. But again, maybe I'm just making that up, and it's possible to completely finish the game if you're just patient. I don't know. Anyway, that's the Occult Chronicles. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you in the next Let's Play.